Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with makeup that I have hit pan on, number 8, according to my sheet of paper. As you can probably guess, I have 7 videos of this in the past. I will link them or a playlist. I think I have a playlist at this point down below. But as always, most of these are eyeshadows, but I actually have a little bit of variety in here this time. So let's get to it. Some of these are from my Pan That palette, obviously, and some of these are from my palette roulette, which I need to update. You'll see why in a moment if you've been keeping up with that. I only update that when I have a new pan to show, so that's why I don't update that every month. But like I said, I actually have like 13 or 14 items listed down here, so yeah, got a lot to show you. So first off, from my hashtag Team Project Pan, actually, I have a brow powder, which I thought was neat. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in Taupe, and I have actually hit pan on both sides. Now, I have pretty light brows naturally, but I have pretty dark hair naturally. So when my hair is natural and when I dye it these fun colors like this, I actually go a little dark on my brows. So I don't know why the lighter of the taupe side is the one I've hit more pan on. Maybe I just use it more to try and get my brows the color that I want. I don't know. But there's that. Next is also from that project, and it is a cream eyeliner. I've never used up a gel eyeliner before, so I figured I'd try and do that this year, but I did manage to hit, I hope you can see that, the bottom of the pan. Just a little bit of light shining through it. Now that I've hit the bottom, I'm kind of trying to work some of the sides down, so I don't know if I'll be expanding that pan anytime soon. But I thought it was neat that I even hit pan in this damn. Now, the other thing from my hashtag Team Project Pan is actually my blush. Now, I had initially poked a hole in this to see how far it went, and I was like right there. But then I waited a month and expanded that pan, so I think it counts as real pan now. It is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Ombre Blush in a Purple Haze. And it's just a small pan, but it is pan, so yay me. Now let's see. As far as some eyeshadows are concerned, let's do my Pan That palette first now. All of these shades are depotted from other palettes, but I can tell you their names and everything, so it shouldn't be a problem. I have, let's see, I think just two. Yeah, 2 eyeshadows from my Ulta Avengers palette that I have hit pan on. First is the shade Legends. It is this dark blue shade right here. I mostly used it as an outer corner shade or to like line my lower lash line. And the other one from that palette, I believe is this blue shade is the last one I hit pan on. Yeah. See if I can dig it out of here. Sometimes these things get stuck. But yeah, this actually has a bit of sizable pan. I'm not using it much right now. I'm trying to finish other shades that I've shown in previous updates of this, so yeah. It is a fun little blue shade. Now, next is something that I technically depotted from another palette. Like, it's a shade from this Maybelline Eye Studio quad right here, and the thing is there are no metal pans, so what I had to do is scrape out the shades that I really wanted to work on and repress them into metal pans. And then I went and hit pan on the kind of blue-brown shade that people used to really be into. I'm still pretty into, honestly. It is the Olive Martini quad. So I depotted 2 shades out of it, the 2 shades that I thought I could reasonably finish this year even with my Project Pan going, and figured I would work on them. They're also the 2 shades that I, really like. Next, for my Pan That palette, the Maybelline's actually not part of my Pan That palette, but it is sitting in here. I hit pan on the Balm's Balm Jovi shade in Alice Copper. If you've been with me for a while, you know I tried to hit pan on this in 2018, and I just never got around to using it. I actually hit pan on a black shade as well. This is from the Urban Decay Vice 2 palette. It is called Poison. And and it is getting all over my fingers. But we do have like a nice chunk of pan. Mostly I just use this to set my eyeliner when I use a black eyeliner. Let's see if I can, yeah, this is still just wet enough for me to actually, you know, be able to do this. No. I haven't filmed it yet, but this is a spoiler for my, what's it called? Just ended the other day, but it is the Project Pan Roulette, so spoiler alert. I managed to finally hit pan in the contour because I was also using it as an eyeshadow. So that's why there's like a dip in the middle. But I do still use it as a contour as well. Just a little bit of pan. But I did manage to hit pan in it, so spoiler for that. But that is another thing completed from that project. I will probably be filming that tomorrow and uploading it over the weekend. Like I said, I'm just, like I mentioned in my multiple videos recently, I'm just behind. I'm trying to get stuff that was supposed to go up first before, and then I will get to that. But it'll be coming in the next couple of days. Oh, it looks like I forgot to write this one down, so I'll just, you know, mention it. I managed to hit a tiny bit of pan in the Bad Habit shade Medusa. I will have to insert exactly what palette it is. I can't remember off the top of my head. Just a tiny fleck of pan. Literally just hit it the other day, but, you know. Still, I hit pan. Pan is pan. That's what counts now. Just got the long road ahead of finishing it. Spoiler for my Graveyard Project pan, actually. This is the, if you remember these, the L'Oreal Hit Pigment Duo in Charming, and I managed to hit pan on the purple shade. Now, let's see if it'll fold over properly so I can actually show it to you. That was my goal for that project. This is actually something I want to finish next year in a Pan That Palette style. I find that the best way that Pan That Palette works for me is not to just work on one palette, but to pull different shades from different palettes like I have in here specifically, and work on things from there. That way when I finish something, if I want something similar, I can just pull out something else. And I seem to like making my own palettes more than sticking to just one palette. Now finally, we have something that is a spoiler for two projects, because I had two different shades and two different projects in here. But I think it's cool. I hit pan in two shades in here. This is the Dubious Place Masquerade Mini palettes. Now last month in May, actually, I hit pan on Burkini, and this is my shade for my Palette Roulette series. Like I said, I'm behind on filming that, but I will make sure to film that in the next couple of days. I have to update my palette list, is why I haven't filmed that yet. So, but literally today, because I am wearing it, if you can tell, for my Drop 10 by Summer, I also hit pan in Mally. Just a little bit of pan, but I hit it. So yeah, this palette actually has two pans in it now, which I think is really, really, really awesome. It actually looks a little bit used. Like, other than the two shades I hit pan on, I have used a couple of other shades now and then. Not every shade, obviously. I think it looks just a little bit loved, and that's the most that you can hope for sometimes. So that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.